because most people are not even aware.
I'm now a house owner.
We also appreciate Federal Mortgage Bank.
Good evening and thanks for keeping a date with us on the program Everyone Deserves a Home. I am your host, Zuleyhat Bello-Gober. 2021 is the year a lot of Nigerians have dreams to become homeowners. I am glad to give you the assurance that the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria is ready to give you a helping hand to actualize your home ownership dreams. In this episode of the program, we will bring to you the plan of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria for Nigerians in the year 2021. Our project in focus in this episode is from Oyo State and involves the FMBN and the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps. These and more will come your way after this short break. Keep watching.
The latest couple in town.
Good day, sir.
How are you? Oh, sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Drinks?
No, we're fine, sir.
How was the moon experience?
It was quite an experience.
How about house?
We are renting at the moment, but we intend to save enough to own our own house, right?
Why not avoid all those Shylock landlords and own a house upfront? With the average income and cost of building houses today in Nigeria, mortgage is the best option. No sweat. I tell you what, that was how I got my first house, and I've never regretted it.
To make good homes, and by implication a good society, an individual is expected to have an abode from which to take off and return at the end of each day. At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home. Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
The program commences with news in the FMBN diary. In our lineup, FMBN finances 17 estates in Ibadan zone, just as it calls for more private sector enrollment into the NHF.
The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has financed 17 housing estates under its Ibadan Zonal Office. This was disclosed recently by the FMBN Ibadan Zonal Manager, Abiodun Fashina, in an exclusive interview with our correspondents in his office.
Presently, under the zone, the bank is financing about 17 estates. We have six in Ondo, 5 in Oyo, 2 in Osun, 1 in Ekiti, and 3 in Kwara State. And the total of the housing units to be delivered is 2,090. Most of them have already been completed, while some has gotten to like 80% completion.
Fashino added that aside the 17 estates financed by the bank in the zone, the bank has also created mortgages on other estates that were not funded by the bank and had given out home renovation loans as well as refunds to many contributors of the National Housing Fund in the zone. The Benue State Branch Manager of Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, Afiag Teyila, has urged Nigerians, especially those in the private sector, to join the National Housing Fund scheme. Teyila made this call in an interview with our correspondent in his office in Makurdi, the Benue State capital.
It's true that sometimes when you go to some organizations, the private sector, sometimes it may not even be the workers, even the people that are the heads of those organizations. Sometimes they say that they are small organizations, their staff are on temporary basis, they can move in and out. But we normally tell them that you don't need to be working in a paid employment to be a contributor. If you're working in the private sector where the income is not much, or it's not, you are not sure of your stay for a very long time, even when you leave, you can still continue, because there are people that have never worked in their lives, even in Benue State, that have registered as self-employed and they are contributing. So the fact that your employment is not guaranteed, or the fact that your income is not much, shouldn't discourage them from contributing. Because whether you are contributing on your own, because if you register as when you are in unemployment, even when you leave, you continue with the same number that was given to you while you were in employment. So it doesn't make so much difference whether you are working in an employed sector or you are self-employed.
Taylor stated that the bank has refunded over 518.1 million naira to over 5,400 Nigerians who are contributors into the scheme before they retired from active service.
The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has a lot of projections to improve the living conditions of Nigerians in this year, 2021. This is especially as it concerns their housing needs. In our next segment, Building Blocks, we will bring to you how the bank intends to achieve that and roles of individuals and government at all levels to change the narrative of the huge housing deficit in Nigeria.
The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria is a forward-thinking organization whose doggedness has impacted positively in the lives of many Nigerians over the years. The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria remains resolute to implement its 5-year strategic development plan in this year 2021, a plan that will bring a new dawn in the Nigeria housing sector.
Aggressively pursue our 5-year strategic development plan. This is one area to which we are passionate about. We have designed a 5-year strategic plan. We aim to ensure that we are pursuing it aggressively, and we are in the course of doing that. So these are some of our focus.
The bank has also concluded plans to roll out new products for the informal sector in this year 2021. It therefore urged Nigerians in the informal sector to join the National Housing Fund scheme in order to qualify for the products and services of the bank.
We wish to call on those that are yet to apply or benefit from our loans to take opportunity of the various products and services of this bank so that they can be proud owners of their own homes in the year 2021.
Providing houses in Nigeria for Nigerians in diaspora will also be another focus of the bank in 2021. The diaspora product has been in the pipeline and hopefully will see the light of the day in 2021. For the bank, the year 2021 is positively pregnant, and it will leverage on technology for more efficient operations.
More efficient, more progressive Federal Mortgage Bank. Should be more accountable, much more accountable, very responsive to the social housing needs of the people of this country. We're setting the ground rules for the future. We're actively engaging the labor unions, NLC, TUC, NECA, at national and therefore trickling down to state levels. We're expanding, we're looking at working with and supporting the diaspora commission, people in diaspora. You know, you're abroad, why can't you come use Federal Mortgage Bank to get your own house?
We are lucky. We thank the President through our Minister. They have approved installation of a core banking application into the bank. That application itself will automate the bank, will ensure that there's a seamless application, seamless work to ensure that there's a very good turnaround time to properly position the bank.
One thing the FMBN intends to do is to help the nation's economy recover from the shock of the COVID-19 pandemic through housing development.
Since the developers are already on ground, we are going to push them to ensure that with proper funding, with proper monitoring and management, they are able to deliver within time, and the off-takers are able to access their mortgages within that 1 year. This will in no way help the economy, not only in terms of real sector, stimulate the economy. It's a multiplier effect, whereby not only the building, even the furniture people will stand to benefit after building the 5,000 housing units.
Indeed, these houses that will be built this year by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria are for low and middle income earners and will provide opportunities for more Nigerians to become homeowners.
You are watching the program Everyone Deserves a Home, an FMBN sponsored program. As part of efforts to improve the living standards of members of Nigerian security agencies, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has responded severally by providing mortgage loans for security operatives to acquire houses of their own. It has also gone into partnerships to build houses for officers and men in these agencies in various parts of the country. In our next segment, Project in Focus, let us get to Oyo State to see one of such efforts by the bank for staff of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps. Keep watching.
This is Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Staff Cooperative Housing Project, located in Womai City Estate at Seraki Village, Oleyo area of Ibadan. It is targeted at providing shelter for the staff of Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps in Oyo State. World Marketer Assisting International Company Womai is the developer engaged by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria to build 200 befitting housing units here. At the moment, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has disbursed a total sum of 142 million naira for the development of 50 units of 3-bedroom for NSCDC staff. The beneficiaries of the project upon completion will enjoy infrastructure and facilities such as marketplace, schools, mosque, and most importantly, adequate security.
This one we have here now is for the Nigerian Civil Defense, and it covers the building, facilities like drainage. You've seen the drainage, you've seen the electricity, you've seen water. We have provisions for central water for the houses. Then we're bringing in transformer definitely for everybody in the estate to have access to lights. Then good road. All these things are covered in the loan facility. So we're preparing good road, lights, water, and what have you. Just to make the place comfortable for every subscriber.
A common principle between World Marketer Assisting International Company Womai and the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria is strict adherence to standard and quality in housing development.
These are just prototypes of the materials that we use for this building. And thank God, at every stage of this work, the Federal Mortgage staff usually come. Now look at this. This is what we use. And we don't use just anybody. We use people who know are professionals. You know, when you have people who are professionals doing a job, you can be rest assured they will give you the best. So all these things are good. And these are just an example of the kind of materials that we are using here.
On a weekly basis, we come here to monitor the progress of work to ensure that standard is not compromised, while at the same time ensuring affordability. And apart from that, the head office also, they have units that visit here regularly. Before disbursement of any tranche for continuation of work on site, we ensure that we check what they have done with the money earlier released to them.
This project is 90% completed and fully subscribed at the cost of 6.5 million naira only for each of the 3-bedroom fully detached flats. Aside the 50 units, the FMBN has plans to also shelter other security agencies in Nigeria as well as the Nigeria Railway staff in this Womai City estate.
The first thing is that you have to be eligible. And what makes you eligible is that you have to be a contributor to the National Housing Fund scheme. And what does it take? You contribute 2.5% of your income monthly basis and remit to Federal Mortgage Bank. Once you have contributed for a minimum period of 6 months, you are eligible to any of our loans.
Apart from providing shelter for Nigerians, the project has also brought smiles to the faces of the people of the host community.
Most of the people that worked with our own engineers and professionals are indigenous of this environment. They live here. So by the time they saw us they saw the job has started, they were coming in. Now we employ them. At least we had over 2,000 people that worked with us here. I would say more than half of them are indigenous of this community. So this project alone has brought employment to people here. And by the time we open the markets, we open the mall, we open the school, the teachers there will be people from this place.
The effort of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria in providing shelter and job for Nigerians is commendable. With more cooperation between FMBN, developers and Nigerians as a whole, Nigeria will be great again.
We thank the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria for giving us the opportunity to do this for the people, because we are working hand in hand with them to make housing comfortable for even people who never thought in the next 10, 20, 30 years that they can build, are becoming house owners through this project.
The National Pension Commission has disclosed that pension fund administrators have invested 217.58 billion naira in real estate as at the end of September 2020. PenCon made this disclosure in its third quarter of 2020 report. It also disclosed that 54.57 billion naira was invested in infrastructure in the period under review. Total assets under management, it disclosed, stood at 11.56 trillion naira as of the end of September. The United Nations Environment Programme has called on governments to prioritize low-carbon buildings in pandemic stimulus packages and updated climate pledges. UNEP's annual Emissions Gap Report 2020 disclosed that emissions from the operation of buildings hit their highest ever level in 2019, moving the sector further away from fulfilling its huge potential to slow climate change. The 2020 Global Status Report for Buildings and Construction from the Global Alliance for Buildings and Construction found that, while global building energy consumption remained steady year on year, energy-related carbon dioxide emissions increased in 2019. The Executive Director of UNEP, Inga Anderson, said, "The rising emissions in the sector emphasize the urgency for a triple strategy to aggressively reduce energy demand in the built environment, decarbonize the power sector, and implement material strategies that reduce life cycle carbon emissions."
The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN, wishes to inform the general public that the home renovation loan form is free and not for sale. Therefore, on no account should anyone pay anything to anybody in order to obtain the form. Furthermore, no processing fee is required to get the loan. You should therefore report to the bank anyone who demands a processing fee for your home renovation loan application. The home renovation loan application form is available for free in our branch offices in all 36 states of the Federation and the FCT. The bank warns seriously that anybody caught selling the forms or demanding a processing fee will be handed over to the appropriate authority for prosecution. Be warned. Announcer, Management.
Provision of affordable houses for Nigerian security operatives could be a morale booster for them to function in the most professional and efficient manner. In our next segment, Dream Come True, we will bring to you a public servant whose dream of getting a house of his own has become a reality. Just sit back and watch his inspiring testimony.
You may be threatened every year.
I thought mortgage is an alien thing.
When this house came, I even added weight.
I was really happy about that. They made it easy for everybody.
Very flexible.
I'm one of the beneficiaries.
Federal Mortgage Bank has done well. Houses for all.
Assistant Superintendent of Corps, Abubakar Mamman, popularly known as Biggie, is the proud owner of this beautiful two-bedroom flat at Mubashir Estate at Kabukawa area of Katsina State. Abubakar got this house in a seamless process and at a very affordable price of 5,150,000 naira only, out of which he paid only 10%, while the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria paid 90% for him as mortgage loan.
I was asked to present my payslip, my documents, school document, my letter of appointment, acceptance letter, photograph, a passport, yes. And in fact, there are so many things of which I cannot remember, but these things are specific.
Before getting this house, Abubakar, like many other Nigerians, was battling with payments of house rent to landlords.
In fact, I really don't want to remember such period because I suffered, really. The last thing I could remember was the last house I left before I get this house. The owner of the house, the landlord, took me to court. And if I can remember, my tenancy period does not lapse. Only because I have told him that I'm now packing to my new house, my personal house. He was very aggressive. He felt sad. He now took me to rent tribunal, looking for some money.
Abubakar has rewritten his housing situation through the help of Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, and he is now happily living with his family without any disturbance from a landlord. For him, it is a joy that knows no bounds.
Actually, I feel very nice. I felt very happy. I'm very, very happy getting this house. Despite whatever the problem I may come across, I prefer this house. I love the house. I love the area. In fact, for someone to have a house, staying with his family, with no interruption, nobody will disturb you. Nobody will now come and ask you money. Nobody will intervene in your personal and external affairs. I'm staying in my house happily with my children. I don't expect any landlord to come and knock my house looking for money or this and that. No, I'm very happy.
ASC Abubakar remains grateful to Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria for the role it played in making him a home owner.
Like me now, I'm a public servant. I'm always very busy, and my salary is for my children, pay their school fees, feeding, health issue and what have you. I don't think if I can have the opportunity to build a house in this blessed area like this, I felt I was very happy. So this mortgage bank played a vital role in providing this type of program that assists people. It assists me because I cannot even buy a land in this area because it's very costly. But I was opportune going by the program of the FMB. I've gotten this house.
Living in peace and harmony is one of those things that Nigerians are happy for in this estate.
It is very, very cordial. In fact, in all the places I've been in this Katsina, I've never been with the people that I so much like my people here. We live happily, we are staying with happiness, we never fight. I don't think if there is a day that I personally fight with anybody, we don't. We are living happily, we pray together, we eat together, we go out together. If anybody has a problem, we move together and assist.
The plan of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria and the impact made so far have been very amazing. You can be the next in line to happily share your success story with us. For more details on how to join or benefit from the National Housing Fund Scheme, please visit www.fmbn.gov.ng or any of the FMBN offices nationwide. Hope to see your dream of home ownership come true this year. Have a pleasant night rest.